Hi, and welcome to Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. This is your reading for Taurus season 2026. So, how are you? Thank you for your patience. I'm running a little late with the videos this month, but hopefully I'm changing my schedule up and getting back to something a little more normal. So, how are you doing? So, this is the best time for our water signs, right? We are in Taurus season, and earth signs. So earth and water are balancing energies, right? They balance each other very well. So this is a time for our water signs to focus on processing your emotions. Yes. Transforming your personal power and finding serenity and calmness, especially when things with all the planetary changes can feel a little intense, right? So Neptune and Pluto during this time are also going to be demanding or putting pressure for internal deep personal changes. So, this is going to ask you to take care of their tasks that you've been putting off to the side, or if you have a backlog of things that need to be done, you're going to be pushed a little bit with Neptune and Pluto to get that stuff done, to clear it out of the way. It's also a time to fine tune your routine, your daily routine, your monthly routines. Like maybe shake it up a little bit, fine tune it to where it's more aligned with the life that you're creating for yourself, right? Because there should be some career changes coming up, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We will start off with, or maybe I do know, Cancer. We'll start off with Cancer. Welcome to your reading for Taurus season. I have 3 oracle decks: the Earth Magic, the Fairies, Angels, and we have our tarot deck. If I can speak today, that would be lovely. So Cancer, let's see what the cards hold for you. Rainbow, first card out, Blessings. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. Blessings. So, the rainbow comes after the rain. Rain is water, right? Water purifies. So it also cleans things out. So cleaning out some of those tasks, or cleaning out some of your emotional tasks. You have forest, breathe, or breath. Okay, we'll take 2 cards from each of these decks, and we'll get to your tarot. Let's pull out the fairy cards. So blessings and breath. So for some of our Cancer friends, I wonder if this is a time where you're going to fully breathe, be able to take a nice big exhale, right? Exhaling, I do this in my yoga classes all the time. We generally start with an exhale. We clear out the stuff to make space for the inhale, for the receptive part. So that's what's coming up, Cancer, but let's see what else comes through. So again, you have rainbow, which is blessings. But remember, the rainbow comes after the rain. It could be a stormy rain. We'll see if the tower or the star come up on your tarot cards. But there's a rainbow. There are blessings coming, right? And breath. A retreat to nature, right? Getting out there and just getting away from all the stuff, allowing yourself to really breathe. Higher consciousness, look at that card. Higher consciousness and quiet time. Yeah, we find quiet time when we go into nature, when we hit the forest, and we allow ourselves to connect to the true nature of ourselves, which is the true nature of the earth. Finding that quiet time. And it's in the quiet time that we connect to our higher self, our higher consciousness, whatever you believe that to be for yourself. And just look at that card. It is so beautiful. And it's when we connect to our higher self that we allow space for blessings to come in. I'm on this thing lately that in the morning when I wake up, I say to myself, what miracles am I available to see today? And what blessings am I open to receiving? Right? It's just a small thing, but it has a bit of an impact on to it. So maybe I'll post a little mini video about that. So blessings, higher consciousness, right? Breath, forests, quiet time. It all lines up. So let's see what the tarot holds for our Cancer friends. Okay, that card came flying out. So we will pull 7 tarot, and then we'll take then 8 with the card on the root of the deck. So let's see. I love these cards for you, Cancer. I'm going to say, we'll see what else comes out, but I'm going to say this is your card. If anyone wants me to send them a picture of that card or any of the cards, just let me know, right? I can do that. Or I can put it, I think I can put it in the comments, but I don't know. I have to figure that out. So far, Cancer, all of your cards, all of your tarot are face down. Your card on the root of the deck, 9 of Wands, strength. That could also be passion, but let's see what comes out, because all of your cards are a mystery. They're all face down. So you have 2 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is your higher consciousness. 3 of Cups. Now we'll show you the cards in a second. Temperance, Sagittarius. Princess of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands. So I'm going to see what direction I want to go. You have 2 3s. And one, it's really interesting. You have 2 3s. One is a healing heart. And one is a celebration. You have the 9 of Wands here. So, Cancer, I feel like you're coming at the end of a phase that's been really intense. And we're going into a phase that can feel really intense. We have a lot of planets squaring off, which are hard angles, but that's meant for us to dive into our deeper truth, right? But I have a feeling you're coming to the end of a really difficult cycle where there's been a lot put on you, and you had to be stronger. Not that you're not strong as it is, but you've had to find a new strength. And maybe it's been the strength to say no. Some of you may have had to find the strength to say no, because you have the 3 of Swords here. Generally, people call this the heartbreak card. Maybe it is, or maybe it's that your thoughts have been overwhelming, that you can't feel into your heart, so they kind of have to pierce some elements within you in order for you to pay attention. You've got 2 of Pentacles, right? You're seeking balance and harmony. How do you seek that? Right? Your higher consciousness. The Hierophant is the card of your higher consciousness. Right? This is, and the traditional Rider-Waite, this is the card that looks like the Pope, right? And the counterpart to this is the High Priestess. They are divine counterparts. Although she is not here, the energy of her is understood because he is here. You have quiet time. You have breath. And all of these cards line up to the Hierophant, which is the ultimate guide to your higher consciousness. So you're being called to go into that space. And for some of you, this might be a new experience because you have the Ace of Cups. Cups are your cards, right? Your water, your emotions. You're also intuitive. So although it's not clearly stated here, Some of you are going to be opening up a new intuitive door, or a new intuitive portal, or a new intuitive pathway, or a new intuitive awareness. And that awareness might bring you into a whole new place. And maybe this Three of Swords is not that it's a broken heart, but it's going to go against your logic. There's something coming up that's going against the natural grain or your natural logic. Call on your Sagittarius friends, of course. This temperance, balance, harmony, balance, right? Choices, making choices that are aligned with the true nature of you, the true essence of the nature of you. That means your soul self. That creates harmony. Two opposites can live together because they balance each other out. We can't have the light without the dark. We can't have the dark without the light. We can't have the heat without the cold. I mean, we need the whole thing to balance itself out. We need the masculine and the feminine. But some of this is going to be very new, a very new experience for some of our Cancer friends. And it's asking you to dive into your feminine side. So if you have had to be strong, right, for a long time, whether it's through family or whatever, I kind of get the feeling sometimes this is about family or relationships, that sometimes it's hard to put that wall down and move into a softer space, right? Celebrating life. For some of our Cancer friends, I think that you've been through a very serious, you're telling me serious trials through life. So when that happens, it's hard to find your higher consciousness. It's hard to find quiet time, because the beginning of the quiet time is all the chatter. It's all the things that are happening. And you have to let those things be there. Once they have their say, they will disappear. And then you can take a breath. That breath again leads you to your higher consciousness. It is your higher consciousness that brings you your blessings. Stuff just falls into place. The Hierophant is your higher consciousness. Princess of Pentacles, a new path. This is a stable, you're going to a place that's a lot more stable than where you've been. Whether it's more stable in your mind and in your thoughts, or more stable in your daily actions, or maybe you're moving to a place. Maybe you're moving, although it could be moving from a relationship to a more stable relationship. And that stable relationship is the relationship with yourself. That is what you're cultivating. Whatever it is going on, Cancer, it's done. It's coming to an end. For some of our Cancer friends, it might be a very quick ending. It might be, although we don't have any swords here other than the Three of Swords, it might be a very quick ending to completely pull you out of a place that's not meant for you. Whether it was meant for you to begin with or not, only you know. It could have been meant for you just as a stepping stone. Or it could have been something that was put upon you that was never meant for you. And so you're making your way out. But you're making your way, you're being asked to go to the softer side, to dive into your feminine energy, and to let that be your guide. Let's see what angel energy is guiding you at this time. Very interesting, Cancer. Very interesting, for sure. So let's see what angel is guiding you. Orion, manifestation vortex. Focus your energy with unwavering faith to manifest the outcome you require. Not the outcome you wish or want. The outcome that you require. Like, I have to have this. And these cards, higher consciousness, right? These cards look very similar in nature. Some sacred geometry going on here. So I would call on Archangel Sandalphon. Metatron, rather. So Orion, again, manifestation vortex. You get to manifest and create what you require for yourself. But that manifestation comes in the form of quietness and tuning into your higher consciousness. You have some really strong cards here, Cancer. And they're all leading you back to you. Opening your heart up back to yourself, to that softer place, to a place of stability, to a place of harmony. Cancer, that's your reading for Taurus season. Very beautiful reading, Cancer. If you have any questions, if you would like to take a deeper dive, then send me an email. Send me a text, not a text, send me an email. Put something in the comments, and I will be there for you. We will get you on the schedule. Let's move on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. We just had your full moon. So, Scorpio, you're going to feel your full moon. Obviously, more so than others. You and, great. I love it. You and your fellow water signs, but also Taurus, because that is your, your balancing sign. So you will probably feel this, Scorpio, all the way till the Sagittarius full moon. I just kind of have a feeling this full moon, Scorpio, is going to stick with you a little longer. Two cards came out, so I took them. Volcano, volatility. You are the card of death and rebirth. You are the sign of death and rebirth. So, yeah. Big changes, right? Big explosive changes. And I just told Cancer that the changes that they're going through may be very quick. So you might be helping your Cancerian friends kind of blow through all the bullshit. And then you have dance and celebration. Let's see what else comes out with our fairy cards, our fairy deck. New opportunity. Somebody else, one of the air signs, had this earlier today. New opportunity. Inner power. Both of these cards came out earlier today. So, volcano. Volatility. And we know when we get, sometimes we just need to blow things up. Or we just need to kind of blow. Don't take that literally. Don't go making bombs out there, everybody. But sometimes we just need to blow through things, right? In order to create new opportunity. And it's in that breakthrough phase, or blowing through a breakthrough phase, that we find our own inner strength and inner power. And we can celebrate ourselves. We can celebrate life. We can dance to the rhythm of our own soul, of our own life. I'm loving this, Scorpio. Starting off a little rough on us for sure. But we'll see. Let me shuffle these cards a little more. So Scorpio, you're like right to the point. You're not mincing words. You are just blowing through things, having big breakthroughs, breaking through the surface. And again, I think some of your energy is going to help your Cancerian, your sister Cancer friends. So if you have any Cancers in your life, help them out if they need a little nudge. Don't throw them over the edge. Don't throw them into the volcano, like pull them away from the volcano. But help out your sister Cancer friends. I love how these cards just kind of come together. So let's see what the tarot, though, holds for you, Scorpio, during this Taurus season. Especially since the energy of your full moon is still very prominent. 10 of Cups. That card is face up. 3 cards face down. 10 of Cups is face up. And at the root of the deck, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups can talk about loss or regret, or like what you have to give up in order to go to where you're going next. Let's see what this holds for you, though. Let's see what the rest of the cards read. 9 of Cups. The Empress. Giving birth to something new. The Fool, brand new beginnings. 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, we just had that. 6 of Cups, oh my gosh, 5 of Swords. Okay, so, Cancer, Scorpio. 5 of Cups. Sometimes we have to say goodbye, right? Sometimes we just have to let things conclude. We have to let a certain path close and shut down. We have to lay down our swords and look to the future. Because without laying down these swords, that future cannot open itself up. It's time to kind of surrender. That's what they're telling me. It's time to surrender. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7 cards. 5. Or 8, out of 8 cards, rather. 5 of them are water sign, or water. That is your element. So again, sometimes, yeah, we have to say goodbye. We have to say goodbye. We have to put down our swords. Like she kind of slayed it here, right? She kind of like, This could indicate in this deck anyway, that these swords, she's pinning down the thing, well, here it's a person, but the thing that is keeping her from moving to her destiny. That could be the volcano, the volatility. Sometimes the volatility is just locking it away, not giving it an opportunity to come back again, kind of slaying the dragon. Right? That could be the volatility. Sometimes we have to go to, beyond what we would normally do in order, because we know that there's something waiting for us. And what is waiting for us? Wishes fulfilled. I mean, you have happy home, wishes, 9 and 10 of Cups. Wishes fulfilled, like everything that you desire inside of you is ready for you. The Empress is all about giving birth to new life. So for you, Scorpio, it's starting a new life. Changing the life that you have. Because we all have the chance and the opportunity and the ability to create the life we want. The thing is, we get so caught up in our head that we forget. Where did it go? So she's taking those thoughts of hers that are keeping her from moving forward, and she's literally laying her stake in the ground and says, that's it, I'm done. I'm only taking with me the things that will guide me forward. 3 of Cups. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your life. 6 of Cups. Lean into the sweetness of life. I just told Cancer that the message is to lean into the divine feminine, to lean into the softer side of life. Yours is leaning into the sweeter side of life, which could be the softness as well. You have the Fool, a new life. You have the Fool and the Empress. New life, new beginnings, a completely new path. Scorpio, though, I think you're ready for this. You're probably a little more ready than Cancer. You're just ready to... You may have already slayed the dragon, or you may have already had your breakthrough moment, or you may have absolutely just blown your cork, so to speak. You may have just gone off on something or someone and said, that's it, that's enough, I'm done. I'm finding my inner power, I'm finding my truth. Again, new opportunities. The Empress is all about giving birth to something new, a new life, a new way of moving through this world. The Fool, right, is taking a new journey, new opportunities. They're all around here for you, Scorpio. It's like a whole explosion of abundance here. Your inner power and your Empress. These are the cards that go together. And this is balance and harmony. Daytime, nighttime, earth, and the stars. Interesting, Scorpio. Let's pull your angel card and let's see what angelic or divine guidance is carrying you through this Taurus season. I'm not surprised that your cards are coming out very straightforward. This card has been coming out a lot. Raziel, inner workings. There are hidden truths below the surface. Dig deeper. You're not only digging deeper, you're just blowing the shit out of it, right? You're like a little dynamo there. A little stick of dynamite and blowing it out. Could be a little bit of impatience there, Scorpio. Once you hit your wall, you tend to get impatient. You're very patient, and then when you hit your spot, you're done. So, dig deeper. Find what's underneath the surface. Find the truth under the surface, and that's where you will learn to dance and to celebrate. You find your inner power, new opportunities, a new journey forward. A new life waits for you. Whatever that is, whatever you're creating. Scorpio, very powerful reading, and I thank you for letting me read this. I am really happy for you. I really am. I'm going to lean into my Scorpio friends and say, what are you doing? What's happening? Like, let a girl know, will you? Scorpio, if you have any questions, if there's something specific in your life you would like clarity on, just, reach out and I will get you on the books. And we will move on to Pisces. Pisces, how are you? I'm so happy to read for Pisces. You have had such a long road. And I think that road is coming to a conclusion. A long, hard path. I think that path is coming to a conclusion. Let's see, though, what the cards hold for our beautiful Piscean friends. Okay. 2 cards flipped over. We'll take them. Lightning, power. An island, solitude. Very much like the volcano and the volatility we just had with Scorpio, right? Lightning, power. And then retreating, right? And our water signs tend to like personal time. They tend to like their solitude, to retreat. Let's see what else comes out. And it looks a little bit like there are some cloudy skies over this island. I don't know if you can see it. There's a glare. So, and the lightning. Really interesting. Pisces, really, really interesting here. But let's see what the fairies hold for our Piscean friends. Let me give this a good shuffle. A lot of these readings lately, same cards have been coming out. So you could say, like, I'm not shuffling enough, but I am. So that just means that the theme is for everyone. It's a very similar theme for everyone of breaking through and finding themselves and finding their voice and setting very strong boundaries. But it's just how you go about doing that for yourself that changes. But everyone is changing and transforming. Everyone. So, okay, and Pisces, these 2 cards are rise above your problems. Creative expressions. Creative expressions. And look at all the butterflies. So butterflies are always a sign, a symbol of not just small, not just transformation, but big and major transformations. So solitude. So you might find your creative expression right through solitude. Rising above your problems, you might just need to kind of, strike the problems out a little bit. Let's see what the tarot holds for you, though. You see I have the window open. So it's such a nice day today. It's Monday, the 4th of May. It's beautiful here. I just got... Okay. I just got back from a walk. And we are now finishing up the readings for Taurus season. So let's see. Pisces, what do these cards hold for you? What does the tarot? How can the tarot clarify some of this, especially the lightning? I'm really interested in the lightning. because you have the Tower. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. What is going on here? You cannot make this stuff up. You have lightning, and then you have the Tower. So you Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, and Scorpio, you're just like ready to blow the lid off of everything. And Cancer too, right? Just kind of, you're done. You're so done. And you're making yourself known, which I love. So you have one card face down. You have the Tower, the Chariot, which means you are ready. Queen of Pentacles, which means you are ready for comfort. You are ready for stability. You are ready to be yourself and to make your choices without apology, just to own everything that you're meant to do. I love when these cards come out so big and grand. The Lovers. I think at the last reading, or one of the last readings for Pisces, I felt like there is a marriage or an engagement coming up, a relationship. We'll see how this pans out. This is Gemini energy. This is Lovers. This is a divinely guided connection and divinely guided choices. So let's see what we have, though. You have Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Two queens here. Whenever that happens, okay, Ten of Swords, yep. Six of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Chariot. When the same thing, like when two queens come out, or two twos or two three, or multiples of the same thing, then that's a big confirmation. That means that there's a lot of strength in that energy. So there's a lot of strength in the queens and the divine feminine, and that started off with Cancer and apparently moving forward all the way through you, all the way to you, Pisces. Queens, Pentacles, stability, clear focus in your mind, right? You have, and this is not going to go in order, but sometimes it's kind of how it goes. Again, although there's no specific cards in here that say this is a love reading, for some of our Piscean friends, I feel like you are building a new life with someone. You have the Tower. Sometimes if you don't have stability right now, or things feel unstable, you have to shake things up. I can't get the feeling this is not an external Tower moment or an external lightning strike. I feel like this is an internal. I feel like, Pisces, this is something you are cultivating yourself. This is something you are doing. You're taking control, and you're blowing out anything that's in the way because you're ready. You've been ready for a really long time. You're ready to move forward. Again, Pisces, you've been in a loop for 7 to 10 years of hardships, of difficulties, of difficult relationships, of financial difficulties, and that's coming to an end. You have your Queen here of Pentacles. Like, you're not going there anymore. You're not putting up with that. You're actually taking charge. Ten of Swords, right? Like, you're done. You're done with the mental gymnastics. You're getting clear, and you're getting simplification. Six of Pentacles, right? Yes. Let yourself receive. Look at this. The coins are just dropping into her dress or her apron. It is time to let yourself receive. Five of Wands generally is resistance. I don't get that here. I get this, that you are just burning off the old shit. I think you're just burning off all the stuff that has kept you stagnant. And how did you do that? You found some solitude. You took some time for yourself. Probably longer than you thought you needed or that you wanted to take. But you saw you found yourself in your solitude. And in that solitude, you found a new way to express yourself. And then you decided to rise above everything. You decided to rise above everything. And it's when you rise above that you can take your lightning strikes and just go after the things that have kept you small or that have kept you stuck. That's when you rise above your problems and you don't let your problems control you, but you decide to take control of them. Then you can redo the foundation or take the things out, knock the foundation down that is not yours or that is no longer yours. You're building a brand new life, and I really feel strongly that there's a new life with a person involved, and that is that relationship. That is the motivator or the driving force to this. Again, the cards do not indicate that. This is what Spirit is telling me. This is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So this is not for everyone, but if it is for you, Pisces, if someone out there watching this, let me know. You're more than ready. Like, you're more than ready, Pisces. It's like you've been patient way too long. And now it's like, that's it. I'm done. I'm just blowing the hell out of everything that's not right for me. Piggybacking off of the Scorpio. I love our water signs. So they're finally like blowing it up, you know? They're kind of like saying, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I'm still kind, nice, and loving, but damn it, I'm done with this bullshit. Pisces, I love you. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun for me, as you can see. Okay. Azrael, transcendence. You wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome. Damn, own your story. Although we don't have the death card here, this definitely looks like the Phoenix rising. Can I find it in here? If I can find the death and rebirth card without... This reminds me of that card. And again, Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth. Here it is. This card did not come out in your reading. I just pulled it out of the deck. But look. This and this reminds me of this. You are rising above, right? You are done. Again, you blew everything up. You completely took everything off its foundation to build a brand new life. And it is through everything that you've been through these past 7 to 10 years, or however long it's been for you, Pisces, that is what gave you the strength to create what you're creating now. So own your story, own everything that has happened, everything that the people who have wronged you. You don't have to be, you can be quiet about it, but you don't have to be. You can tell your story and own that and let others know that it is through trials and tribulations and hard times and all this bullshit stuff that you find the strength to break through, right? You take time, you step away from people, you step away from life, and yes, you have. But in that stepping away process, you found your creative expression. You found the strength to rise above, and in your rising, you took out anything that kept you small. It's like, that's it, I'm done. You're just shooting lightning bolts at anything and anyone that has kept you from your power, from your purpose. Pisces, that is your reading. For our water signs, thank you so much for watching. If you have found this this information helpful, if it has given you more questions, maybe like the video, subscribe to the channel, send it to another water sign, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you would like to schedule a reading with me, just send me a note and I will get you on the books. Water signs, thank you so much. Until next time, I send you light, I send you love.